God damn. You know what Phil said in the Xbox is dead. It's over, my friend. Stop holding the line. Cause you know it is about that time for the PS5. Sony didn't lie. You know you got to buy the better platform. Everything is an app. Makes me want to rip my shirt, man. It is the end, I tell you, friend. There is no way that Microsoft's coming back. Cause they did for the 10,000th time. Cause you know that everything's an Ek-BoX, man. Even my PS5. Why do I have to buy an Xbox to continue to support that platform? We are hurting, we holding the line, but I do think it's about time.
Of the Xbox are getting annoyed about how Xbox handles its business.
Microsoft ain't handling their business correctly. You know, let me tell $1 trillion company, you know, that's way more successful than me, that they don't know how to run their company. Come on, man. Man, if you guys was running a company, y'all be running them off salty tears and damage control, bro. Those don't pay the bills. You should know better than that Dreamcast guy. I mean, just look at your own channel for an example.
Let's get into it.
Come on, man.
I hope you're having a great day.
You know, they think Sony gets paid off emotions. You know, they get paid off the loyalty of a PlayStation customer. Man, they get paid my money, man. You people know this, bro. Stop the cap. Y'all barely making money on consoles, and y'all think it's we're going to have a parade because we're happy that Microsoft is putting all their games on PlayStation, while all their games are proceeding to slowly, you know, creep out of their own console, man. You know, I mean, this is console gaming in a nutshell, bro. And this is why I told you guys that consoles are going to die.
Could please give this video a like and subscribe. Any subscribers have told me to look at this. So
this is
this is what it is. The senior social media manager of Xbox posts a picture of a PlayStation 5 Pro specifically and says this is a Xbox. Now, a lot of people in the comments, of course, are instantly making fun of the fact that this is a typo. Wouldn't it be this is an Xbox rather than a Xbox?
Uh-oh. See, Microsoft, the takeover has begun, man, and there's nothing Sony could do about it because you allowed Microsoft to acquire Bethesda and Activision. You know, they said, you know what, man? We know that these PlayStation ponies like to buy these games. Why not own Bethesda and Activision and milk them for every single penny that they can? You know, you guys got Trojan horse. This is why Sony's afraid to even drop out their own games, because the competitor, which happens to be Microsoft, is single-handedly destroying Sony's very own market. That's why Sony's having a hard time bringing out new intellectual IPs, because, let's be honest, you're being overshadowed by these Xbox games now, apparently.
Isn't PlayStation pronounced crossbox? You know, so everybody's making fun of the fact that it's incorrect grammar from the head of Xbox management. A little bit funny. But a lot of people are basically saying, okay, just do it. Give up. If you guys are not going to care about the state of Xbox.
They never said that. They just told you that the PS5 is an Xbox. If anything, they're trolling you. And you ponies are falling for the bait like you always do. You know, just like these fake gaming leaks that you guys come up with on your channel. Oh, they say it's over. Where did they say it was over, bro? See, this is what happens when you don't think with logic and reason, and instead you think of raw emotion. This is what happens, bro. You a grown man out here saying that the Xbox is done because one of the social media managers puts a funny tweet. Microsoft does this a lot. I've seen it. Like, oh, it's done. It's over. Microsoft said it themselves.
PlayStation counts as Xbox. Just give us Forza. Just give us Halo. Just
But I thought Xbox didn't have games though. Hold on. What? Why are you guys asking for games when they weren't games on Xbox? Now all of a sudden you guys are labeling all the games that they had. This just goes to show you that PlayStation gamers have been salty for the past 30 years. Well, 30. Well, Microsoft hasn't even been out that long. I'm sorry. I'm thinking of PlayStation. For the last 20 years of Xbox's gaming history is that this is what you guys wanted to play all along. You know, are you that serious? You guys waited 20 years just so you can play some old collection of Halo games? Are you serious? Well, at least hoping to get the idea of these games. This is ridiculous, bro. There's no real gamer that would do this.
But completely, right? You're trying to make a buck. Put the games where the gamers are at. Now, the context of it is that originally Jeff Keighley tweeted out the very, very chic and stylish 30th anniversary PlayStation 5 Pro. This thing is that delicious retro gray. I got the controller, and the people that got the PlayStation 5 Pro, I'll admit it, I'm jealous. I think it does look incredibly good, but he's hooked. If you know, you know. And here, this Xbox person, again, I do want to be clear, this is the senior social media manager.
So that's even worse, because that's even worse. Because what's making it even more funny, he's trying to say that you have no control over your own platform, bro. You just got trolled by Xbox's social media manager, because we all know Jeff Keighley is a PlayStation fanboy, guys. We know that. So he essentially, Stein, whoever this dude is, took shots at essentially Jeff Keighley, because they're saying that, oh, it's a PlayStation device, but he's probably saying, well, the only good games you're playing on it are Xbox games. So therefore, it's an Xbox. I mean, y'all getting trolled by everything, man.
This is the guy who is in charge of...
Like, how did you guys take this tweet and try to make it into some more Xbox propaganda? That's how you know when you're a pony, bro. Oh, it's dead. Look at that. They said it's an Xbox after retweeting off somebody else.
I can't really say this is a misslip. It's definitely a calculated tweet here. Says this is an Xbox. I'm going to pronounce it correct, even if it is a typo here. And lots and lots of people.
That's what I'm saying. Hold on. No. Don't play that. Why don't you show this part? It's so funny how you completely skipped all of this, right? Because you know why? This would be the end of your video right here. Bro, you see how they're taking something so little and trying to... Look at this. Some of y'all take Twitter too seriously, which is true in my honest opinion. I'm just joking with Jeff. And you made a whole video talking about how Xbox is dead and how... You see what I'm talking about, bro? Do you see why I don't make a Twitter account? Do you think as a grown man I have the time to argue about things this trivial? It's a joke, and you people are getting upset, talking about, put these games, put Forza, put Halo. I mean, if anything, all you guys are doing is showing your true colors and how boring PlayStation is. Because you're not even demanding these games from PlayStation. It's ridiculous at this point. I mean, come on, man. You really took a tweet like this and try to stretch it into some negative Xbox propaganda?
Now, let's be clear. This is definitely a joke. Obviously, it's a joke.
I think
that a lot of the backlash, a lot of the anger, the reason
you sure it's a joke because the way you talked about it in this video it makes it appear that if it is not. It's so crazy that you guys are so toxic on Twitter that you guys can't even tell the difference between real information or a joke. It's just like when I do my videos and you guys take them so serious. Like, bro, you can tell when somebody's trolling, bro. And the fact that you even made a video talking about how Xbox is dead and all this, and I'm very concerned, and this is controversial, just goes to show you that this is what you people want, and it's not going to happen. Like, I mean, come on, man. You even have Podrock saying, oh, you know, Xbox did plan for a new console, but you guys know things change. Things change. Yeah. And the only changes that I've been seeing is going on Sony by putting their exclusive games on PC. You know? You tell me any PlayStation fanboy throughout the 30 years of Sony's gaming history that you guys would have thought that Sony would be putting their top-of-the-line games on another competing platform. Exactly.
People are kind of just laughing about it and making memes of loss and stuff like that, is that it's pretty obvious that if you were ever a devout Xbox fan, if you ever were the kind of person that says, we've got the best exclusives, prepare for next year, get ready for the Game Pass domination... It's so interesting to watch that a lot of that hype, that fervor, that dedication to what Xbox was is very quickly receding. Like this. What? So if that's an Xbox, I wasted my money buying an actual Xbox Series S and Series X So y'all tell consumers they wasted their money and should have gotten a PS5. Now,
you get a PS5, you're not going to get access to the games. See, what do you people don't understand? There's going to be some games that are only accessible through Xbox. Now, if Microsoft decides to put these games on PS5 at a later date, you're still not getting them right away. You're not. It's no different than what's going on with PC. You guys are using the same argument with PC. Oh, I don't need a PC because I played Marvel Spider-Man 2 early. I mean, at this point, all you guys is doing is fighting over time exclusivity. Who cares, bro? People want access to these games. You know why I got an Xbox? I want access to Gears E-Day. I don't want to wait for the game to inevitably drop on PlayStation, which we don't even know if it's even going to happen. I don't care. I want to play the game now. But yeah, y'all people say, oh, I'm wasting my money. Bro, I wasted my money buying the PS5 and not having access to all my whole PS1, 2, and 3 catalog. I guess I wasted my money there too, guys. Unlike Xbox, so I can run more PlayStation games on Xbox than I can on PlayStation. But I wasted my money.
Let's be clear. This is a person that does seem to be actually pissed. If you go over to the Xbox Reddit, most people are like, okay, it's a joke. Look, man, it's definitely just a piece of humor. But I did see this one comment here. One of the top comments that did strike me. I love my Xbox Series S, but it's going to be my last Xbox console. If they're releasing everything on the PlayStation...
When did Microsoft say they're releasing everything? All Microsoft said they're going to choose on a case-by-case basis of which games go to PlayStation. And we don't even know the time of when these games are coming. Okay? Like, we don't even know when these games are dropping on PlayStation. You feel me? But yeah, you guys want to sit there and say there's no need for an Xbox. I guess there's no need for a PlayStation, considering that I can play PS1, 2, and 3 games on my Xbox. As well as have access to Game Pass Ultimate, as well as having access to backwards compatibility, as well as having access to, I guess, quote-unquote, console exclusives early. I'm just saying, what are we arguing here? Because if we're talking about how PlayStation 5 is the better platform, then you got to tell me what games is determining that. None of the games that you guys got, people care about. Actually, most of your games do better on PC. Helldivers 2, Black Myth Wukong, well, it's not even your game, but I'm just saying, Black Myth Wukong did better on PC. Helldivers 2 did better on PC. What are we doing here, guys?
There's pretty much zero reason to buy the next Xbox. It's sad, honestly, rest in peace. Now, the reason I find this sentiment fascinating is that there really is, I feel like the marketing of Xbox has been so detrimental to their brand of constantly saying, play your games anywhere you want. There is an exact methodology to how the console wars have ended.
Oh my God, see, this is where we don't agree. Console wars. Wait, what console war are you talking about, bro? I don't understand, bro. Microsoft and Sony do not care. If this was about console wars, Sony wouldn't be trying to put their games on PC, which is all running through Windows operating system, which is all Microsoft. There's no console war going on, bro. If anything, I think Microsoft and Sony have an agreement of how they're going about their games and how they want to develop them. I think they do have these conversations because they do need the industry to thrive. So this is what you people don't understand. A lot of these things are controlled by a lot of the United Nations, okay? They can't have Microsoft, like with the whole Bethesda and Activision thing. They couldn't have that. You feel me? That's just too big. That's going to ruin everything. So they're like, nah, Microsoft, you can do this day one, all this and all that, and give your gamers the benefit and features. But at the same time, you got to drop some of these games on PlayStation because it's good for the business. You feel me? They all helping each other. I guarantee Marvel Arcade Classic, Microsoft, oh, you guys can have that. Go ahead, have that. We'll get the game a year later. It's fine. We already have enough games here. Bro, because this is what helps the gaming landscape. If you completely remove that, then what is the point of even owning either console at this point?
Past very much led to increased sales. I mean, just the classic Sega does what Nintendo don't. That did lead to a lot of sales of the Sega Genesis.
But nobody bought software for it.
Like the sales of Sonic Adventure 2, but even when it comes to PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, the PlayStation 3, Sony really tried to say, this is where the games are at. We've got Uncharted.
And how well was that for them? Because the PS3 was an utter failure. I would go as far to say that the 360 was the most successful that generation because it hit everything in all departments. Online gaming, subscription service, even exclusives. I mean, even in, as well as hardware sales, it was the best overall console. Now, I did enjoy the Wii, and the Wii sold more, but people weren't picking up the software besides Nintendo, kind of like what they're doing now. Okay, it was more of a casual system. The 360 was an all-around console, which, in my opinion, won that generation. I don't care how many people want to say, "Oh, the PS3 did not win anything." Your games did not sell well, and your only most successful games on PS3 was God of War 3. Infamous, they had some success, but not the success that a lot of these Xbox and Nintendo games had in comparison. Killzone was a flop. Warhawk, Folklore, Lair. I know all the games because I had them. Haze was a flop. So the PS3 was an utter failure. That's a system that Sony wish they can go back in time and completely erase from PlayStation's history.
We've got Killzone. We've got stuff.
Those games, bro, look at the sales of those games, bro. You don't even have to take my opinion for it. Bro, Killzone 3 barely even eclipsed a million, and the game was bundled with PS3 consoles. One of my favorite games. Did not do well, bro. That's why we barely see Killzone now.
Xbox doesn't have. And I always thought that was a good marketing direction to basically say, we're not telling you that their games suck. We're just saying that if you want our games, you've got to come to our house to play them, right?
Well, that's unfortunately not how it works. And it never worked like that because people picked that. And this is, I don't want people to understand. That's why when you guys hear me say, well, people picked up a PS1 and 2 for all the wrong reasons, I want you to understand that there's actually weight in what I'm trying to say. I'm essentially telling you that, yes, even though the PS1 and 2 had great games, I know that, but a lot of them were for third-party studios. Nobody cares about the exclusive games that Sony made for the PS2. Maybe a few handful of people, like I like Ratchet and Clank, the class. I think it's better than this new garbage y'all got on PS5. But I'm saying most people did not do that. Most people picked up the PS2 for the Grand Theft Autos, the Maddens, kind of the same games we see now, if you think about it.
Xbox is at a point where they've stopped saying, this is our games. This is the best place to play. They don't even say that. Used to say that Xbox is the most powerful gaming console. They haven't said that now in like 4 years. And I feel like...
Hold on, what? I mean, what? Now you upset them. How can Microsoft say they got the most powerful console when the PS5 Pro is out? What? What are we doing here, bro?
It's weird to kind of just watch them say, hey man, please buy them anywhere. We just don't care. Look at this. I hope people who say this actually follow through instead of sticking around for the community expressing stuff like this, if they're part of the community in the first place. This is something that's interesting, is I have noticed, I think the technical term is purity testing of out-group ostrich marketing blowback. I think it's just a timing thing more than anything else. Microsoft's new, this is an Xbox at
I don't understand what you guys are confused about. Like, it's so funny. Oh, it's confusing. I don't understand. No. How is it confusing? Microsoft is clearly showing you that they want to give their consumers more ways of playing their games. Like I said, I play on different devices. You guys already know I'm a multi-console owner. So if Microsoft does this by putting games on the Nintendo Switch, I benefit. It's so funny how you guys say, I don't benefit from this. What do you mean? How do you not benefit from this? If you play on multiple consoles, you are most definitely benefiting from this. I don't understand how you guys think you're benefiting by having more of a lack of access to your games on only one platform. What happened if I wanted to take my console? What happened if I wanted to play my Xbox games at my homie's house? Oh, we'll just play them through the Fire Stick TV. Wow, that's convenient. I ain't gotta lug this big old bazooka around. Like, or how about if somebody comes over and they visit and they want to sign into the Xbox account and we can still play some games of Halo Infinite. He could play it through cloud and I could play it through my console. The options is limitless. This is what the future of gaming is holding for all of us.
Pain is a perplexing masterclass in bad timing that may end up doing more harm than good. So recently they did this big marketing push. It's a bumper. This is when you see the explosion of console sales and games in general. We get Black Friday deals. PlayStation 5's getting a temporary, we don't know how long it'll last.
Like I said, I'm going to end this video pretty soon. You guys are looking at the wrong aspects of gaming. You have to understand that the market of the people of the Genesis, bro, they don't exist, man. They were probably 30, 40 years old when those consoles came out, bro. They're no longer here. What console were you guys talking about, bro? It's like, oh, my dad, he used to serve the great Sega Genesis and Super Nintendo wars, and now his son has enlisted, and now I'm continuing to do it, bro. What? What? What are we doing, man? Somebody better tell these Boy Scouts to sit down because it ain't that serious.
Seems like it's going to last for about a month and a half. They're doing a temporary price cut on the PlayStation 5. Xbox is kind of just saying, hey, it was like, wait, what? He legitimately did not know that. It's like, I'm lost when it comes to the Xbox naming nomenclature. And I had to explain to him what an Xbox Series X is versus an Xbox Series S. This is a person with a family who buys games, that is here trying to buy stuff. And even he is like, I'm on the internet and I don't understand the difference between the different versions of Xbox. And I do still believe that the whole idea of this is an Xbox S&N campaign, it's going to lead to even more of that casual consumer confusion that is kind of the backbone of this market.
What confusion is there? Was there any confusion when people went out there and picked up the PS5 Pro just to find out it's actually worse than the original console? Was there any... I mean, there must have been some form of confusion there because you guys bought an inferior console thinking it was going to be a legitimate difference just to find out the games are running worse.
If someone walks into GameStop and just says, hi, I want to buy an Xbox for myself or for my kid. I haven't gamed in 10 years. I see those comments sometimes of people saying...
All right, I'm going to skip some of this fluff.
Also, the cross-play activities. Oh, there's also the streaming stuff. Oh, you can also buy them on PlayStation 5. That stuff doesn't work. Keep in mind, PlayStation is doing this as well. They just don't market it the same way.
Exactly. But yet, for some, there's a reason why they don't market it, because it's absolute garbage. That's why they don't market it. And this is what I'm trying to tell you. Sony and Microsoft all doing the same thing.
There is PlayStation game streaming. PlayStation Cloud isn't nearly as good as Xbox Cloud.
And that's why they don't talk about it. There you go. You just answered your own argument. Your own question.
It does exist and it is pretty functional. There are...
Is that what y'all mad about?
PlayStation made games that are on Xbox, whether it's Destiny or MLB The Show and stuff like that. But Sony isn't coming out running ads saying your Xbox is a PlayStation. People so pissed. Just for funsies, let's end off by looking at the posting game.
We're going to end this video on this note, man. You know, I don't understand how you guys have a problem of having these Xbox games, or just say games in general being played elsewhere. Does that really hurt your experience that much? That people are playing an inferior experience by playing their Xbox games through a Fire Stick TV? Like, I mean, you should be happy that you have access to your library no matter what device you play on, and you people find that to be problematic. Really? That just shows you that Microsoft is here to stay. Once your platform is over, you can't even take your old games. Oh, and I also wanted to add this, guys, out, right? Trade in your PS5 Slims and your PS5 Pros. Those systems are DRM, and I'm going to explain this real quick note for anybody out there. Go get yourself a base PS5 because that has native PS4 backwards compatibility, and it plays PS5 disc natively without having the option to go online. Those consoles are going to go up in value. Not this PS5 Slim with disc drive, not the PS5 Pro Slim, PS5 Pro with a disc drive. They're not going to be worthless, guys. They're not going to be anything, guys. I'm telling you right now. My friend was telling me like, yo, oh yeah, the PS5 Slim and the PS5 Pro are DRM. You have to say, well, we already kind of knew that, but I'm just saying, because I've experienced it, where I couldn't even play my games on my PS5 because I didn't update it online. So don't buy it. I never had a problem with my base PS5. So like I said, take your PS5 Slim and trade it for a base one. That console's way better. Because at least with that one, that's made like a real legitimate console, the way that the gamers will want it. You know, when I finally seen it for myself, knowing, because I had my PS5 Slim offline for a while, and I'm like, wow, I can't even play my games on it because I didn't update it, you know? And I guess I needed some update check as soon as I updated it, it worked. So PS5 Slims and Pros are useless. You want yourself a real man's console, a grown man console that you can stand behind in your back, go pick up the base PS5. You won't be disappointed. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, man. Like I said, take care. Peace out.